Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we are working on a few repairs here, and we'll get those done nice and quick. But I do want to hop into the navigation here and see if we've got another travel contract. Actually, we do. Okay. Fascinating. We can head northward then. That'll be just fine. Let's go ahead and hop into the command center and grab that travel contract. Where is the travel contract? Oh, I'm dumb. I missed it. I was completely blind. I saw it as I clicked off. It's right here. Okay. So that's an assassinate mission for Skull. That'll be fine. It'll take us 19 days to get there. And I would kind of like to run right here. We'll go ahead and accept that, and off we go. We will arrive there before our financial report, so that's wonderful. All of our work orders are now done. So I do want to actually get us an engineering upgrade. We don't have one of those going right now. Ooh, it's only expensive ones left right now. 1.4 mil? That's a lot. And 2.1 mil. That's a lot too. We're going to hold off on that for the time being. Let's double check that we don't have any further repairs to do. Looks great. Okay. So we'll go ahead and continue heading forward. Oh, okay. A comms buzz wakes you. Darius has a message from the planet's surface. You're not going to believe this, Commander. It's Ayasha Hadley. Commander, I feel awful about how we left things, but no hard feelings, right? I really didn't want to go to jail. Seeing your stony response, she continues. I like you, Commander. You must know that. So, I just had to bring you this opportunity that could benefit us both. She continues as if you'd agreed. You have a mech warrior in your employ, goes by the callsign Paladin. He's a spitting image of a certain Davian official who has access to a Midran research facility I'd very much like to see the inside of. Let me borrow him for a few weeks. If you play along, I'll give you one of whatever I find in there. What do you say? Partners? We could refuse to participate, we could go along with it, which I think we're not going to do, or we could capture her and turn her over to the Federated Suns. You know what? I'm actually going to roll the dice and go along. I'm curious to see what's there. I have no idea what she'll find. Paladin waves goodbye as he climbs aboard the shuttle. Darius arches an eyebrow at you, clearly as curious as you are as to how this will turn out. Later that week, you receive a coded message from Ms. Hadley. Commander, thanks for loaning me your mech warrior. He's a natural. I've already arranged shipment of the fruits of our labor. She shrugs innocently. But I'm gonna hang on to Paladin a few weeks longer. I have some new leads I need to follow, and it's a two-person job. Okay, so we actually gained an AC-20 and an AC-10 Midran. That's pretty good. Paladin's unavailable for 30 days, but that's okay. We should be fine. So we're going to continue to travel here over to Songgong. And that should be fine. There's our jump. And we'll detach from the jump ship and fly on in system. And here we have arrived. Excellent. We are not ready to proceed with the contract yet because we need to do mech warrior training first.
Good to go.
Of course, we have some mech warriors who are unavailable, but that's fine. So we'll just go through the ones that we have available right now. We may want to think about hiring an additional mech warrior or two,
Aye, aye.
but I think that right now is not exactly the ideal time for that. So let's go ahead and launch this then. This is not where I wanted to go. We need to go here and launch the contract. Perfect. I think we maybe could have gotten there from the command center as well, but this will be fine. So let's see. We can't have Paladin in the Orion, and we can't have Coldfire in the Wolverine. So that means it has to be Panzer in the Wolverine and Savarok in the Orion. He doesn't have any affinities for the Orion, but I guess this will do. So this is a 4-skull assassinate mission in the desert, so our heat's going to be a little spicy. That's okay. We're, at this point, very used to our heat being spicy. A 4-skull assassinate does mean that we're expecting at least one accompanying lance. Probably more like 2. and we'll see what our target is. I'd love to see another Atlas. Then we could get our hands on one of those. We should probably remain on this planet for at least one more mission. Just because I think that we're going to be a little bit low in our cash reserves. But we need to destroy the war criminal and escape. Our intelligence has identified an infamous war criminal in the service of the Federated Suns on Sangong. We do not care about the Davian forces, but the criminal must be brought to justice. And by justice, we mean dead. We get paid only for a confirmed kill, although there's a bonus for clearing out any additional Davian forces. Still, it may be best to approach this as a hit-and-run operation. Yeah, we're not going to do that.
Command interface initiated.
Excellent. So the criminal we're after should be nearby, supported by Davian forces up the hill, looks like. Okay. We have no allies. And it looks like there might be an ambush force. Yeah, destroy ambushers. So there's definitely an ambush force. We're just going to deploy here. There's not much cover around. Nope, I hate that. I hate that position. We'll deploy here. There's not much cover around, but that'll be fine. Okay, what do they have for their ambush force?
Keep your eyes peeled, Commander. This looks like an ideal place for an ambush.
Okay, that's a straight-up miss.
Why can't we fight a nice, cool lake?
The Griffin is not very threatening, and it didn't even fire. Interesting. So they've got an Archer and an Orion, and I think this was the Griffin. No, 6 evasive. It hasn't moved yet. Okay, let's go ahead and reserve. I'm going to allow them to move so that we can make use of all of our bulwarks and all of our evasive here. And the fact that it's round 1 and nobody has sensors. Another reservation here. Okay, so this is the war criminal, and it is actually in an Atlas. Fascinating. So that means that we're guaranteed to get an Atlas out of this. Okay. This Archer moves phase 13.
Standing by.
Do we start moving up? I think we still reserve. Ooh. We just got some vision there. Well, that's rude. A stray shot going in there.
I'm okay for now.
We're going to reserve
Gonna come
one
here
more time.
until I see an opening.
I think this is the last reservation that we know of. Okay. Sounds good.
Yes, Commander.
Now we're going to start moving. The Hector is still calculating its possible movements. We're going to move up to here. And we see a whole lot of nothing that we can do.
Yep.
Okay. So the Wolverine will move
Copy
up.
that.
We still have no sight.
Standing by.
The Orion will move up to here.
Hold it
Now we have eyes on this Orion. And this Archer as well. I'm going to fire on the Orion for now. I'm not going to fire the rockets because hit odds aren't great, but this is rear arc.
Target locked. On enemy.
Yeah, that didn't go tremendously well, but that's fine. We can move the Salamander up to here.
Quick stepping it.
And I actually do want to fire the Aerophores here. I want to fire them standard direct into this Archer. Straight into that side arc. What we're really after is those evasive reductions.
Waiting for orders.
So the Awesome is going to sprint up. That's blocked LOS. This is blocked LOS as well. We're going to position here. This is a slightly safer location. And we're going to fire on the Orion. I'd like to stagger it as well. Sadly, we missed. I'm not shocked by that.
Negative damage.
That was fairly expected. The Mark II is going to sprint up over here. This gives us rear arc on that Orion. And we're going to take it. These are low hit odds, but let's give it a go.
Taking a shot.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Round 2 is when we're going to have better luck on this. The Battle Master is going to sprint up. Honestly, this is kind of our best position. I don't think we fire the UAC-20 in this position, though. The odds on that are really bad, and I don't want to stray shot it. We'll just get some shots into that archer.
Commander,
And then the Black Knight is going to move up over here
on the move.
and continue to hit the rear arc of their Orion. I would like to see this guy become unsteady. I don't think that happens here, though.
Target lock on enemy's rear.
Yeah, that's about what I expected. Okay, so they move round 15 and 14. That's huge. That is unfathomably huge. These two are both dead.
Receiving you.
Okay, so the Hector is going to position here.
Move into position.
And the Hector is going to fire on the Orion. Our odds are not great, and that's okay. We knew that that was going to be the case. We're trying to keep the pressure on the Orion's rear arc. Sadly, we missed both PPCs. This Orion will step forward, and we're going to do something along the lines of this. And maybe these hit odds are sufficiently bad. We'll just run this on X1. Maybe even fire both rockets? No, I think that's overkill.
Got the angle. Shot.
Unless we miss basically everything there. But the Orion is now unsteady, and that's what we needed.
I'm out
Perfect.
of SRMs.
Okay, they have a Phase 18 mover that we didn't see before in Orion. Okay,
Damage minimal.
sounds good.
Awaiting orders.
Our Black Knight is going to position up here. This will be an ideal location.
Moving out.
And we're going to hit the rear arc of this Orion very, very hard here.
Rear armor in.
And that's a dead Orion. Perfect.
Target eliminated.
One down. I think 8 to go. Rude. Very rude indeed.
Light damage. Holding firm.
Okay, at this point, our Mark II is going to position here.
On my way.
And we're going to just fire through this corridor here. We're not going to fire, I think, these two ER medium lasers. There we go. That's what we were looking for. Structure exposure on that archer. And they're just moving around up here. This is not very threatening up here that I can tell so far. It is dark, but not threatening. That's an Emperor. That's potentially threatening. Okay. This cluster over here looks like where we'd want to send artillery. No big deal on the missiles there. And next up, it is our Salamander. So the Salamander is just going to drop standard indirect, as I said, on this cluster of units over here.
Engaging target.
That was actually huge. That was a lot of damage into that poor commando. Okay. So that's fine. The Awesome is going to step forward here. Can we make it by over this way? No. But what we can do is we can step around over here and fire on that commando with the heavy PPCs. Or just a single heavy PPC. If we hit, this will do a lot, but it's probably not going to hit.
Taking the shot.
Yeah. No luck there, but that's completely expected. Next up is our Battle Master. And the Battle Master is going to look to engage the Archer, of course. This is actually a reasonable position here, and we'll take that position. And we're even going to fire the Ultra AC-20 here. That's one dead Archer. Absolutely everything hit there. I like it.
Yeah.
At this point, the Wolverine is going to move up.
Moving to position.
And we're going to check hit odds. 60% on that Emperor is not bad. Yeah, go ahead and start that armor strip on that Emperor. Okay. Good chunk of damage into it there. Phase 22. That's their commando moving up. I don't know that we need both of these AMSs active at the same time. That's probably an optimization that we can make. The Griffin is just running around on the hill there, firing on the Black Knight. Not hitting anything at all. Nice.
What do you need?
So I kind of want to send the Wolverine after their Wolverine. At the same time, I kind of want to reserve and let their Wolverine move first. Is this their Wolverine that moves now, or do they have that later? Let's find out. Okay, that's their stealth. Sure, that's fine.
Reporting minimal damage.
Let's reserve one more time here.
Roger that.
Now their Wolverine moves. Okay. That's what I wanted to see, was where the Wolverine goes. These guys are very spread out at this point. Maybe we should start armor shredding the Boar's Head. Or just fire the Large X Pulse. Can we hit anything with the Large X Pulse? Yes, I think so. No, maybe not. Maybe we should just sink heat on the Salamander this round. Move up over here. And yeah, out of range. Okay, sink that heat. They're not very clustered up, and that's fine. Okay, Orion firing there, doing a pretty good chunk of damage to our Orion side arc. It got good clustering, and it hit that autocannon. A little bit rude there.
Let's do this.
Our Awesome is going to move up to here, where it actually has an LOS on every single enemy unit. And I think we're going to go for the Wolverine here. Something like this. Yeah, that looks fine.
Engaging with target.
Okay, we got a structure exposure on that Wolverine. That's nice.
I am out of short range. Feels like a sauna in here.
Oh yeah, that's going to happen. Absolutely. That's their Boar's Head moving. Getting no damage out. Excellent.
I'm here.
Our Battle Master is going to advance on the Wolverine. I want that Wolverine off the battlefield.
If you say so.
For one thing, it's kind of on our flank in an awkward position, and these are not good hit odds. But that's okay. We're just going to fire the lasers.
Okay.
Ooh, that was a lot into that leg. It's unsteady. It's not a leg destruction, which does surprise me, actually.
Yeah?
But we're going to go ahead and move our Mark II up to this position, where it can fire on everything except the Wolverine. And the Emperor is probably our target here. Well, certainly not that stealth. I can tell you that. The Orion is a pretty bad target. The Griffin is bad as well. The Boar's Head, not great. The Emperor is good. And the Commando is not great. So it will be the Emperor. And we're going to see about chunking some armor off of his side arc. Only 75 damage there, but it'll do.
What do you need?
At this point, our Wolverine is still going to come over here and hit their Wolverine, which really has very little armor left on this side arc, right? Well, it's mostly just in that leg, but this torso also. Yeah, this is fine. Lots of transfer damage there. And of course, that's a knockdown on that Wolverine. Okay. We did get a fair amount into that. Ooh, 1 HP on that torso. Gross. Okay. We're going to move the Hector up to here. The Hector can fire on all of them, but it's going to take out the Wolverine. Like, just fire onto that torso. Everything here looks fine by me.
Got it. Take this.
Okay. Fired into the torso.
My heat. I'm taking damage.
I was hoping that that would be a kill, but it wasn't. The Orion, I kind of want to protect that side. We could position it something kind of like this.
Location
Vigilance it. So that hopefully they don't attack it. And then go for the Wolverine. This is very likely a kill here. Do it.
Target confirmed.
Excellent.
That's a kill. Watch my heat. I'm taking damage.
Okay. So that's 75% of the ambushers, or rather of the supporting force is gone. These are the ambushers up by the war criminal, apparently. They're firing on the Hector. That's fine.
Major armor lost.
The Hector
Making it hard out
is
here, Commander.
doing okay for now.
I can't take much more.
We're going to move the Black Knight up into these trees where we have some
Solid
cover.
ass.
And I'd love to fire on somebody here, but who? Probably the Emperor. Yeah. I mean, its side armor here is substantially weakened. So let's go ahead and remove some armor from this thing.
Roger that.
That is, after all, what this Black Knight is good for. Panic level critical on that Emperor. And let's see what they decide to do. They have 2 phase 21 movers. And so far, we're just able to push our way up. That stealth doing nothing. Fascinating. We're going to push up with our awesome here. We're running pretty hot with the awesome, no doubt about it. We're going to just fire on the Emperor here, and, I mean, we have to not fire a heavy PPC. We can otherwise sink heat.
Roger that.
That was good damage to the Emperor, and it's unsteady now.
Over the red line. Heat damage.
That's good. So let's see what they want to do here. They have another phase 21 mover. It is their Griffin. Okay, it does manage to hit the awesome. 75 damage. Okay.
Doing minor damage.
That Griffin with a heavy PPC? ER PPC. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense.
Waiting for orders.
This Orion is definitely running on the hot side as well. And we are just going to continue to armor strip this Emperor as we close in. Okay. That's actually a structure exposure on that Emperor. That's fantastic. Phase 20, who do they move? One of these 3 over here, for sure. There are currently a total of 6. Ooh, that's a charge in with the Commando. It does hit, but is the Commando big enough to knock down the Black Knight?
Damage minimal.
The answer is no. And the Commando had hit itself there? Okay. Cool.
Standing by.
So, the Black Knight is going to stay put and just kick the Commando front arc here. I think we'll not fire the HA-20 just because of heat. And go ahead and do that.
Attempting physical attack.
That's a successful physical attack, so that should be a dead Commando. There we go. So there's one unit gone.
Hope we can salvage that.
Fantastic.
What now?
The Battle Master is going to close in up here.
Okay.
And we can fire on the Emperor or the Stealth. Hit odds are slightly better on the Stealth. With the Ultra AC-20, they're still pretty bad. I think we'll just fire the Ultra AC-20 in X1 mode here. Let's see what we can get. That's a lot of internal damage. Ooh.
I got him.
I'm just as surprised as you are. Okay. That AC-5 ammo explosion coming through for us there. I like it. The Wolverine is going to head over here. It is running hot, but we're mostly going to look to fire on this Stealth. I think we mostly just fire the MRMs. Look to build up a little instability as we close in. That'll be fine. The Orion chilling up on that ridge. Okay.
Do they think they can hurt me?
And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will finish this particular mission, where we have, what? I think there are 5 enemies. We only see the 4 here, but I think there's a 5th up here, if I remember right. I hope I remember that right. Be embarrassing if I didn't, but you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.